This is Emek Refaim. Extraordinary beings have evolved over time in this valley and its surrounding areas, maintaining a vibrant, unique, and exciting setting thanks to the diverse species that live here. An unusual species made its abode here some 20 years ago, following peregrinations across many places and various countries. This species, the tribe known today as the Shashar tribe, lives its tribal life in a most interesting manner. Yet, the most interesting phenomenon of all is the head of the tribe. The Estelle. This is its home, the main center of the tribe. The head of the tribe lives here permanently. An external observer who is not acquainted with the habits of this special tribe could get confused and assume that Shashar offspring have no permanent housing of their own.
היו באים שני אנשים, ולאט לאט ככה פעם ראשונה הגיעה עם תינוקת, ומהר מאוד השבט הלך והתרחב. זכור לי כבר הביקור כשהם היו בדרך חזרה מארצות הברית, אז זה כבר היה שבט עם ארבעה ילדים, זה רק היה התחלה.
This is the Estelle. Here we see Estelle in her natural habitat. Estelle leaves her safe haven daily in the direction of a patch of wild nature known among human beings as high school. Estelle is among the few and rare chosen who succeed in taming the beings at high school and even succeeds in teaching them. The task Estelle takes upon herself over many years is not an easy one, and she is widely admired for this success. Estelle can be observed in three main loci where she spends her time. Each serves a different purpose. The computer chair, living room recliner, and kitchen stool. In the computer chair, Estelle has two occupations: work, such as preparing classes, or play with this main and major tool in her life, the computer. One can distinguish between her expression and her mood when she works, or on the contrary, her satisfaction when she plays at the computer. The living room recliner serves Estelle for rest, sleep, and reading. But the main use of the living room recliner are lengthy telephone conversations with regular or irregular subjects of the species. The phone, too, is a meaningful tool in the life of the Estelle, as in that of the Shashar tribe at large. The kitchen stool serves one purpose only: to eat. Food is perhaps the most important and most meaningful factor in the lives of the members of the tribe, and hence this is the most important locus of all.
אני אוכלת אותו דבר 50 שנה. לחם גבינה ועגבנייה. זה האוכל האהוב עליי. באמת. בשביל מה נטלתי ידיים? תראי את זה.
Well, in our latest trip to the Middle East, we found a very special Homo sapiens of what you call the phenomenon Estelle, developed in many strange ways. For example, the frontal lobes of the cortex are developed with the language center being especially dominant. What did you find in the investigation of this phenomenon?
Well, it would seem that this species has an unusual capacity for absorbing languages and then using them in everyday modes.
Let's indeed listen to how Estelle uses her extraordinary language talents.
Tais-toi, shut up. Zashti, haut-maut, demi, kazati.
Would you say that there are other parts of the brain that are equally developed?
Strangely, communication seems to be important, not only in terms of language, but also in terms of science and the acquisition of knowledge. It's strange that in this case, both knowledge in terms of physics and mathematics, and then genetics, and following that, scientific publications, and after that, even the communication of knowledge about biology to younger species, younger members of the species.
כל הנושא של החידושים במדע היא כל הזמן עם ה-scientific American, שאני יודע שכבר מקבלת את זה מ-30 שנה או משהו כזה, ואומנם היא לא יושבת היום במעבדה, אבל היא כל הזמן מתעסקת עם זה. וזה לאו דווקא, זה לא חומר שהיא צריכה ללמד בבית ספר, זה חומר כי היא רוצה, כי זה היא.
Thanks to her great wisdom, the Estelle is capable of exact distinctions, and therefore I tried to find out how she defines herself.
שאנשים מסביבי יהיה להם טוב ונוח. אז בגלל זה אני תמיד מחייכת, ואני כשיש אנשים, אני לא סובלת שלא מדברים, זה נותן לי הרגשה לא טובה.
When Estelle opens up a little more, one can hear her revealing to the camera a second side. One would say somewhat less sensitive.
אפשר לדבר עם מיכאל? אני אומרת לו, הוא מת. הוא איננו.
Let's listen a little further about Estelle's characterizations of herself.
ביקורת עצמית, די מוצדקת בינינו. אני בלגניסטית, אני לא, זהו, הולך יחד עם, כלומר זה אותו דבר. אני לא מאורגנת, אני לא מתכננת דברים מראש. ממש קשה לי נורא לתכנן.
Unlike what we have heard, knowledgeable anthropologists, even some well acquainted with the phenomenon, define and remember the Estelle in its youth in a somewhat different way.
אני צריך לתמצת בשתי מילים, יש לה גם הרבה תכונות אחרות, אבל שני המילים הראשונות שעולות בראשי זה עדינות וקבלה. כלומר, עדינות זה ברור, קבלה, ראש פתוח, מקבל את השונה, וזה מקבל את זה באופן טבעי, לא בקבלה בתוך כי צריך או כי צריך לעשות מאמץ. וזה מה שבלט בפגישה או בפגישות הראשונות לפני 36 שנים שהכרתי אותה ואת מיכאל זכרונו לברכה.
So you say that it is limited to just transmission of knowledge to the offspring?
Not at all. I would say that it is particularly in terms of offering home and protection, what Bialik meant when he said "Hachnisini tachat knafech" is really particularly appropriate.
והיא חכמה והיא טובה ואני יודעת שתמיד התשובות שלה באות ממקום טוב, זה לא, אין שם שום אינטרסים או חישובים בזה, תמיד אני מרגישה שהתשובות שלה הן נקיות מכל הדברים האלה.
What about basic substance? Is she also a provider of basic substance?
This is particularly interesting. The Estelle has tools, basic elements.
Tools as well?
Yes. I would say a basic tool, I'll show you, it's a fairly large one. Yes, you may want to open it. It works under sophisticated pressure measure. It is, I would say that this tool is a constant presence in the Estelle's home, where she makes stews of various types to feed anybody who comes. It comes with a mixture of pots, books of these sorts, and then of course computers, the whole furnishing the kitchen, the living room and the dining room in an undifferentiated manner, but very effective, and again it seems to provide an attraction, irresistible attraction to the generations of young people.
This is the evolution and development process of the Estelle tribe. Thanks to the head of the tribe and her unusual technological adaptability, one may note the rapid development of the species.
You would say that in these terms, evolution has really reached its peak in the phenomenon of the Estelica.
I think so.
The species is marvelous, and the Estelle is definitely a phenomenal phenomenon, which is why this marvelous tribe and tribes living with it admire and respect the Estelle. We, for our part, will continue to study and inquire into this special species in the hope of many more years of growth and development.